got the pups with me. Emma's hiding back there behind my seat, but you can see D. He's having a hard time getting comfortable back there. He looks like he's okay right now, though. Going to visit my dad. My dad lives in Greensboro, and going to visit my son Nick. He's my youngest son, and his fiance Chasidie, and my grandson Hayden. We have a hurricane coming our way. I think its name is Florence, Hurricane Florence. So that is going to be interesting. It is supposed to hit us. There's 3 scenarios in the path that it's going to take. Scenario 1, which is the most probable one at this point, is that it is going to hit the East Coast, from Myrtle Beach to Charleston to Southport, Wilmington, where I am, Southport. Hit us as a Category 4 sometime Wednesday or Thursday. The second scenario is that if it shifts a little bit, it will lose ground and still hit us, but as a nor'easter. Scenario number 3 is that it just kind of stays out in the ocean and kind of fizzles out and loses strength and doesn't really come our way at all. That is getting less likely, but I'm hoping that that is what happens because, you know, of course, things change so much with the weather. And the weather people really don't know. I mean, they're just kind of predicting, and the thing about predictions is it may happen, it may not. So it'll be really interesting to find out what happens, especially with moving. Because Dave is supposed to fly out on Friday. That may affect his flight. And, you know, the house hasn't sold yet. We have until the 19th is when we're closing. So hopefully there's no damage that's done to the house. I mean, I can't get all the hurricane shutters down from the attic and install them myself. So hopefully no trees get uprooted and flies through windows or anything like that, which would be worst case scenario, and that would suck as well. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully nothing. And if it does hit, hopefully it loses strength and doesn't hit us as a Category 4, because that would not be good. Because Dave is in Florida and I am still in North Carolina, so not the best case scenario. And I've been applying for jobs just on Indeed. I haven't really gone to any other platforms yet, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. And that's basically all I'm doing right now. All the packing is done. The only thing I have left to do is patch the nail holes in the wall, which some of them I can't get to because of all the stuff that's in the way. So I'm basically just hanging out. Look at these poor babies. Look at him. Look at D. He is so pitiful. We'll see how hard this trip is on him. This is what we're eating for dinner tonight. Stir fry. Veggie stir fry. Cooking with Dad. So giving you an update, I am on my way to Fayetteville now to stop off and see Brittany and Brandon, my daughter-in-law and son, to give them the things that they were not able to fit in their car that they wanted, that we're not taking with us. Blah, blah, blah. Hurricane Florence is gonna hit us. For sure. Looks like it is going to be a Category 4. At this point, we are very nervous because there's just so many things to be nervous about. We are supposed to close on the house next Wednesday, the 19th. If this storm does any damage to our house, we will not be able to close until the damage gets fixed. So that is concerning. We were also supposed to pick up the U-Haul on Friday, this Friday, the 14th, and move on the 15th. We're not going to be able to pick up the U-Haul probably on Friday because they do not allow you to do that when there is a catastrophic hurricane predicted. So, it is looking more and more like we may not be able to move this weekend, which is not good because if the closing does still happen, we have to be out of the house by the 19th. So, I mean, basically we're just going to have to take it day by day and see what happens. Dave was supposed to fly in on Friday. He was supposed to get a flight from Florida with a layover in Charlotte and then fly from Charlotte to Wilmington, and I was supposed to pick him up in Wilmington on Friday. He is not going to do that anymore. The last hurricane we had, which was I think 2 years ago, Fayetteville flooded really bad. So there is a chance that if we do evacuate to Fayetteville, that we may not be able to get back home for a while. So just stressful situations, any way you look at it. Any scenario that you try to think of. I am trying to be positive. I am trying not to stress about it. Because, you know, stressing about it doesn't really get you anywhere. It doesn't really solve anything. All it does is give you anxiety and stress you out. So I'm trying not to do that because it doesn't help the situation. We're just going to have to take it as it comes, and hopefully things work out for the best. Hopefully there is no damage that is done to the house. If there is damage, it's minimal damage and not major damage, because I don't even want to think about that. The new homeowners were not able to get a homeowner's policy on the house because of this hurricane prediction. No one would write them a policy. So, I mean, of course, we currently have a policy on the house, so if anything happens to the house, we're going to have to turn it in on our homeowner's insurance and, you know, deal with that. But hopefully nothing happens and everything turns out to be okay. But yeah, I've got the pups with me and on the way to Fayetteville. Just wanted to hop on here and give you guys an update, let you know what's going on. Dave's dad, Joe, is going to be meeting me at the house tomorrow to help me put the hurricane shutters up on the downstairs. So that's where we're at.